Okay, so I'm going to be talking about something that kind of really bugs me, and it's going to be why my pads get horribly faded, why they have like bleach spots, and also why my underwear do the same thing. So I had absolutely no idea, as I became a teenager and a young adult, and, for the most part, I didn't know why this was happening. And for me, it wasn't really that a big of a deal. I didn't just think, oh, my underwear always have to be pretty. So it didn't bother me too much. I didn't really care. But then when I started using cloth pads, I went more into the minky and that sort of thing. I stayed away from the cotton and the flannel, but within the past several months I've really gotten into cotton and flannel and find that I like it. But also with cotton and flannel, I find that I end up bleaching it. The same thing that happens with my underwear. And so I never really thought about it before this. I obviously like the pads partly because they're pretty, they're decorative, it's just kind of, something nice to me. And so I kind of hate that I can't control the fact that I'm getting bleach spots. I'm the kind of person that need to wear them every day. When I'm on my cycle, I don't have this problem. I just find that I bleed, wash them out, they're fine. But if I wear them every day, like an everyday basis, for the most part, depending on if I'm wearing a moderate or heavy, I don't really have to change it. Sometimes I will change it throughout the day, but not every day, but most days. If I wear a flannel or a cotton, this happens to the pad, and a lot of the times I can see it before I even, like when I'm taking it off at the end of the day, or I can see it as I'm putting it into the wash. And I know that, I've been doing a little bit of research and talking to my doctor and stuff about this, but, normal pH balances can have as much acidity in them as a glass of orange juice. And for me, I'm not sure how much a glass of orange juice has in it, but I know it's enough to where I have severe acid reflux, so I can't drink orange juice without having horrible issues with that. So I'm guessing there's at least enough to maybe bleach something, at least every now and again. And then there's something called, you go to a little bit more extreme and have like acid crotch, which is where you have, a higher pH balance than the average person, and can cause a typical bleaching of underwear, the clothing, that kind of thing, just because the acidity level in the discharge and stuff like that is much higher, and so it causes that effect. And so I would say, since it happens pretty much I'm not sure if I actually have acid crotch or what, it is, but I have talked to my doctor and everything, and I know my balance is a little bit higher, but I don't know if, it's much higher than average or what. But I do have the problem with wearing my pads and getting them bleached, and it's just so annoying, and I absolutely hate to get just a brand new pad. And I love the print, love the coloring, and I wear it one day and then I just feel like it's just not as pretty the next time I use it, because, so I mean, this one's not too bad, but it's black and now it looks really weird. I have one that I just used the other day that has like a huge mark down it, which really sucks. And I find the same thing happens with my underwear, like the crotch in those are almost all, and I almost always use or wear colored underwear, so the crotch in those is almost always kind of blotchy and funky looking, and I just find it very annoying. I know it's not a bad thing to have like a higher acidity level like that. It actually kind of helps prevent infections and stuff like that, so it's really good. I've never actually had a yeast infection or anything like that, so I don't know if that kind of has helped me protect against that kind of thing. I mean, I don't really know. I'm really prone to bladder infections, but not yeast infections. And so I know it's not a bad thing, but it's just, I find it very, very annoying. And it's actually pretty common from what I can tell, as far as there's a lot of women out there that are, you know, asking, why are all my colored underwear bleaching in the crotch? Yeah, so I just find it very annoying, and just let me know if it happens to you guys, because I just find it very sad to get a new pad that I love and it just ends up with discolored spots all over it, and I can't do anything about it because it's a bleaching effect. You can't get rid of that like you can a stain. So that is all for me. So I hope you have enjoyed watching this video. So I hope you will come back and watch more.